Hope you're well. Um, yeah, strange title today. Where I am, it's a case of I've lost track of time. Literally, I can't tell you if I've been here like this now for 3-4 weeks or 2-3 months. It's really that bad. I've lost all track of time. What I know is that every day I wake up and except for the slight changes over the past few days, it's just like wake up, get beaten, hold your breath to getting beaten, just be patient for the beating to stop, and get on. I literally haven't had the chance to think. My breathing is terrible because of the well, I don't know what you want to call it, stress, terror, or whatever else, but I'm not able to breathe properly because I'm in shock. Not because of the coronavirus, but because I'm in shock, constant shock. Which is just a case of resting up, getting the stress out of you, and you'll carry on. Okay, you'll be able to breathe once again. It's not hard, which is basically what the self-isolation is for the coronavirus. That's what you need to do, which is ironic. So I don't know if this is another conspiracy what I'm about to say, but I don't know if this is happening to every human alive at present. And when you get terrorised, you've got to go home and just rest up, so you can get the shock out of your system. And they've called it coronavirus. I don't really believe that, but given the similarities of what's going on for me to the healing process for the coronavirus, it kind of sounds like that. But you can see where I can kind of draw the line at conspiracies from being too absurd to making sense. But I state it. I'm not going to forget it unless my memory gets wiped. And who knows, it might come true, but I don't hold any idea that will ever happen. But what's happening is, as I said, I really don't know if it's been 2-3 months. And sorry, whilst I'm making this video, I'm just going to be applying. I've got my little I think it's called interferential therapy, and I've got my bigger one here. I'll show you if you want to see. This is like a full-on heavy-duty professional job, but now the portable one is very good. I've used it now for about a year. It's very healing. It's better than other technologies out there that I've come across. Like you probably haven't heard of them, but there's a few others, and this is the best one I've come across. And yeah, what I'm going to be doing, so I'm going to be looking a bit funny, well, even more funny on this video, and that is just applying the pads to my head, because what's going to happen is when I turn it on, it'll apply healing current, and where I've had extreme pressure, a lot of pressure on my head, and like overheating brain, I call it. I don't know the exact professional terminology, but yeah, my head's hot. It shouldn't be. Brain should be cool, and this is a means to heal. I was using it quite successfully last year. It really was helping to focus. So where I've not been able to think, that I've not been able to think of late. Literally. Almost looks like I'm gonna get a mini electric chair sort of thing. No, it's nothing like that. It is very healing, but you just have to keep it on the right setting so it doesn't cause you discomfort in any way. Yeah, I don't want to talk too much more about this, but maybe it is this helping, where I'm sorting my head out, sorting my brain out, but I'm able to be in a position today for the first time in that 3-4 week period or 2-3 month period that I have no idea how long it goes on has gone on for. I've not been able to really reassess my life. Things have been just so mad, and today is the first time in that period that I'm able to sit down and assess things, put things into place in a way, hopefully, because they're that bad. Make a plan and go forward. That's how I deal with my mental health. That's how I assess life. That's how I deal with my life. And it is proven effective over the years. It's been hard. It's hard when I have to go through this process, because it often means change. So that's better. So I'll go into this thinking process of right, things are bad, things are wrong, things need sorting out. What needs to be done? Remove the ego, apply practicality. Everything is a balls to the wall type of approach. Everything is, there's nothing to hold on to type of approach when it gets to this point. Today will be a new adventure, as it's a case of those are what normally applies, but I've never experienced anything like this, so we'll see what comes of it. But yeah, I don't want to keep this long, because I've got someone coming to purchase something I've sold on Gumtree soon. But yeah, no, the past 2 videos I've made, I didn't realise the iPad I was using, the microphone has broken on it. So where I was making depressing video after depressing video for the longest period, the last 2 videos weren't too bad. Well, the first one, I was very irate, but it had an element of fruit there to give. You know, it was I can't remember the subject matter, but sometimes I listen to the videos back, because in a strange way it can be therapeutic when you're in my position, just to hear your own voice, hear yourself speak sanity when everything all day long is insane. And sometimes I just like to hear what I say, because with these videos I never have a plan. It's always spontaneous. There's an occasional point when I like to listen back and hear what I said, but that video was gone. And the last one, I gave a spiritual lesson, literally, like I was teaching. That's if you put all the main conspiracies aside, my mental health aside, in terms of spirituality, this is what I've been developing over the past 13 years as a hobby. And I shared it in the last video, and it just it was a bit gutting to see the the audio didn't work, but yeah, that's the way it is. That's the way life is, and there was nothing I really wanted to hear. I know everything in the last video, so I don't mind too much for myself. Annoying that nobody is going to get to hear what I had to share. I'm sure there'll be another time. So I'll bring it up again. It's as I said, it's my main hobby in terms of spirituality, and I've got a massive love-hate relationship with spirituality, and this is the section where I like more than I don't like. So you could say it's where I am as a individual in terms of development. Like, I've been here for 35 years. It's what I've got to give the world. It's totally different to what I hear anywhere else. But yeah, as I said, there'll be another chance. Be a bit more polished, hopefully, for you. And that's what it was. Is it a conspiracy that the universe doesn't want me to share anything light-hearted or interesting by deleting the last 2 videos in terms of audio? Or is it just a chance? Because just touching on it, it's like there is something with depression, there is something on these lines, and it would be the universe taking it into power and authority on this instance. But I remember in my teens, when I was depressed, it was like my family wanted to keep me depressed. And there is this thing, I believe, where it's like depression isn't good. So one of the ways to heal depression is like smoking. Alright, you want to start smoking? Go ahead. Oh, you're smoking? Here's another one. Here's another one. And you keep giving someone more cigarettes until the point where they feel sick with the cigarettes and they stop. It's a bit like that with the depression. That I keep getting given more depression, and it's like I'm sick of it. I'm absolutely sick of it. But it's arguable. Fair enough. Everybody doesn't need to smoke. At least to begin smoking. But with depression, it's also arguable that it's truthful. So you keep giving me more truth, and I can't turn away truth given my mental health and my life this way. I have to be constantly living that vibration, because as soon as I start... Look, I lie to myself all the time in terms of practicality to put my life right when I have to. But beyond that, look, again, my life is a massive contradiction. My life is a massive corruption. I'm not truth. I am not truth. My life is not truth. I'm a massive, massive, massive lie as a human being, as an individual, on every level. But my intention, because of my life, in terms of my mental health, is to keep sane. Insanity, you don't start looking for lies, do you? You just keep it simple. You keep it to truth. And this is my application. It's like, I'm trying to think of an example to give you of something I have to do. It's like... yeah, I mean, all of the psychosis that comes into my head just gets auto-categorized into bullshit, leave me alone file. Even if it seems truthful, I have to do that. So I'm trying to keep my life simple. I don't want more information. I don't want to know. Because that's how I have to manage my mental health. In terms of healing for my physical body and my mind, and in terms of my alternative therapies, I'm sort of maxed out. I've done too much research over the years. I've encountered too many people, and I've got all of these ideas on healing, and I haven't explored them all fully. So I can't really take more on there. I have to accept where I'm at, and I should have enough resources with everything I've learned to deal with any aspect of healing that I need to. So I can't really take on more there either. So really, my life is maxed out until things calm down and I digest everything and I can take on more again. But where my focus is the simplicity, and that is truth, that is life. I can't take on much else, and where I'm forced to, I will lie to myself to make it a bit more practical and simple. So but in doing that, you kind of are gripping to truth, and in doing that you're kind of asking for depression, because the world is depressing, life is depressing right now in these modern times. The most blissful life going, if you explore it and extrapolate and start applying it to reality in terms of us as a species, us as a collective planet, my belief is that it will fall apart very quickly. I could be wrong. Maybe there are a few individuals alive that have managed to achieve that, but all right, let's start looking at individual. I don't know. Let's just say 50. Let's say there's 50 people in this world that have sussed life. There's about 7,909 something 99 million and 50 that haven't. And for that reason, we are playing the game of truth. We are playing the game of collective species. We are playing the life of the loser because we can't suss life. And in that, you don't want to say our reward is depression, because that's fucking horrible. That's horrible to say. But the truth at this level is depression. And I guess it's what it is with depression. We have to see the difference between true depression and then egoic. I don't know what other else you want to call it, but egoic depression. There's two aspects. There's one that is non-polarized, that is truthful from my perspective. And there's another that is almost like a bit of like so in my teens, when I was depressed, I wanted love. I wanted a relationship. That was my biggest thing. And I felt that the way I looked, because I was a fat child, I was a chubby child, very chubby child, very overweight, was the reason that I wasn't finding love. So I was depressed because of it. I became bulimic. And there was a whole very strong element of depression there. And you could argue that life, you deserve love. We should really be on that wavelength in terms of uplifting our consciousness, but this world doesn't really show us uplifting our consciousness, and there's a lot more work to be done before we can start thinking about living in a world that is of a higher consciousness, where we're still very collectively in a low consciousness state. And I didn't understand that as a teenager, and that would come into the category of the other one, the egoic depression. So it was just that my father, my sister teach me a lesson. That's what I remember really going hard. I mean, my mum, I don't have too much recollections of her actually. It's like she's been wiped from my memory. But I'm pretty sure she gave me a hard time in terms of the normal love she has for me and always displayed for me. She made it difficult. But it was to learn my lesson there, and I believe this is a way to teach depression. I mean, I want to wrap the video up because I need to, pardon myself, I need to be ready for this individual. They're going to be arriving shortly. So what I'll ask, because I'm almost certain no matter what I say in the however many minutes, even if I extend it to 5 minutes for the rest of this video, however much I say, what I was hoping to say was start discussing through what I'm going to be thinking about after this video, because that normally puts me in a good frame of mind to deal with it. If I can start voicing it aloud rather than just thinking it in my head, it does something. But I don't think I'm going to achieve much in 5 minutes, and I know I'm very lost, like never before, to actually what I know is I'm not going to be putting a plan into place that is I know I'm not going to be putting a plan into place that is what's the word, solid. It's not going to be really something I can rely on. Whatever I put into place is just a means to get up and carry on for tomorrow. But there's all the chance that it could fall apart within a day, a week, a month. But I have no choice. This is what I have to do. So I ask of any soul that's still watching at 24 minutes to this whiny, moany, depressed idiot is to send your wisdom, from who you are in terms of this life and this world, where I both see you all in terms of where you're at, and where I'm totally blind to where you all are. Please send your wisdom on however you want to send it. However you want to send it, it will be openly received. It will go into my decision making, because I've never needed good wishes like I need them now. So yeah, thank you. Sun seems to be in and out today after the mass hailstorm yesterday. And yeah, I better get a move on for the lady coming now.